Hi kids, welcome back to our channel, Helps for Pathfinders. My name is Auntie Terry, and me and my husband, Uncle Ruel, decided that we will put up some videos to help mostly Pathfinder staff, especially those clubs who have difficulty or challenges in getting volunteers to help out in teaching their Pathfinders. Also, this will serve as a resource for the Pathfinders themselves in order to be able to accomplish their requirements for investiture. So, this afternoon, our topic is about citizenship honors. So this is specifically on Canadian citizenship honors. Okay, so let's start. This is the Canadian national flag. Since 1965, the national flag of Canada has been the maple leaf flag, which, as the name suggests, features a large red maple leaf on a white field with two red bars on either side. There is no official symbolism to the maple leaf flag, beyond the fact that the maple leaf is one of Canada's best-known national emblems, and red and white are Canada's official colors. The specifics of the design don't represent or mean anything in particular, and the flag is simply supposed to serve as a unifying symbol of the country. Most government buildings, schools, and large businesses will fly a Canadian flag on a flagpole outside their entrance, and some Canadian families may hang a smaller flag from a pole near their front door. When someone important to Canada dies or the country experiences a high-profile tragedy, it's standard etiquette to fly the flag at half-mast or lower it halfway down the pole. So knowing the Canadian flag is very important, especially when you yourself are a Canadian citizen, right? So what is the importance of studying honors about citizenship? What is citizenship? The definition of citizenship is the status of being a citizen, along with the rights, duties, and privileges of being a citizen. Just staying in a certain country does not make you a citizen. So, for example, citizenship is someone being born in Canada and having access to all the same freedom and rights as those already living in the country. Some people who are not born in Canada may become a Canadian citizen, just like myself. So we start by coming here as an immigrant, and after certain time, whatever is the existing requirement to become a citizen, once you qualify, then you write an exam, get interviewed, and when you pass, then you will be invited to take an oath to the flag of Canada. So that's how it is. And along with that, as I have mentioned, you need to be able to understand and to know what are your rights, what are your privileges, what are your responsibilities, and what are the things that you need to remember and understand as a Canadian citizen. So there will be some questions, mandatory questions, that you need to work on yourselves. So I'm not going to answer all the questions of your requirement, but I will be doing most of it. But there are questions that you yourself need to look for the answers, research it, understand it, and then write it down in your report so that we will be able to check that your staff, your teacher, or your counselor will be able to go over your answers and then check that off. And when you finish, then you will get the badge for the citizenship honors. Okay, so let's continue. So the Canadian flag has white square with red maple leaf. Red and white, as I said, are the official colors. King George V chose the colors. Red for St. George's Cross and white is a French emblem. Okay, so the maple leaf represents the environment and nature of Canada. There are 10 species of maple trees in Canada. Note that down. I might ask you that in a quiz, all right? And at least one species grows in each province. Now let's go first to the Pathfinder flag. Okay? So as a Pathfinder, you need to know this by heart. So the Pathfinder flag is divided into 4 equal parts. Royal blue and white colors. It has Pathfinder emblem in the heart of the background. So what are the meaning of the different colors? So white is for purity, blue for loyalty, red as the blood shed by Jesus Christ. So it also means red for sacrifice, and gold for excellence. Now the shield represents the protection of God, and the sword represents the Bible. The Bible is known as a two-edged sword. And finally, the shape triangle represents completeness. Now, before, there used to be an Adventist youth flag. So you just need to understand what are the components or what are the things that you see in an AY flag. So there is red and white colors, and there are 3 angels which represent the 3 angels message. Now the Christian flag. This was designed by Charles Overton in 1897. The Christian flag is white with blue canton. The red cross represents the crucifixion of Christ, and the whole thing represents all Protestants. So that's the history of the Christian flag. Now let's proceed to the different flags of the provinces of Canada. Okay, so let's check that out. First one is the flag of Alberta. So it is quite simple. Its design features the provincial crest on a blue black background. The crest itself features a stylized representation of the Alberta landscape topped by the cross of St. George, a symbol of England. Next, we have the flag of British Columbia. BC's flag was created in 1960 during the activist reign of Premier W.A.C. Bennett. That's in the 1900 to 1979. It's based on the BC coat of arms, and it's supposed to represent an old saying about how the sun never sets on the British Empire. It depicts a never setting sun against the waves of the Pacific coast. At one time, one of the empire's farthest flung points. Very interesting. Next, we have the flag of Manitoba. Manitoba and Ontario are the only two provinces that never partook in the flag redesigning fad that swept the rest of Canada in the late 20th century. Both still use fairly generic looking red ensigns as a result. So the Manitoba flag features the province's coat of arms, which has a buffalo, the official provincial animal, on it. Okay, later on, you will see the main difference between Manitoba and the Ontario flag. So next we have the flag of New Brunswick. The Maritime Provinces flags are all rich in British heraldic symbolism. The New Brunswick flag features a golden lion representing England and an old-timey sailing ship as a nod to the province's historic status as a major center of maritime trade and shipbuilding. Next, we have Newfoundland and Labrador. Sorry about that caption there. So I move this from my iPad to my computer. All right. So the newest flag of any province is the flag of Newfoundland and Labrador. The flag of Newfoundland was drafted by a graphic design firm in 1980. It's supposed to resemble a stylish Union Jack with the blue representing the sea and the white the frozen north. The other colors represent hope, pride, and forward thinking. Next we have Nova Scotia. The flag of Nova Scotia is an inverted version of the Scottish flag, the cross of St. Andrew, with the provincial coat of arms in the center. Next, we have the flag of Ontario. So as I've said, it's very similar to the flag of Manitoba. A vocal critic of the maple leaf in 1965, Ontario Premier John Roberts, that's 1917 to 1982, designated the Ontario Red Ensign as his province's official flag to help ensure that the Union Jack would continue to fly in Ontario. Like Manitoba's flag, it features the Ontario coat of arms in the bottom right corner. Next, we have Prince Edward Island flag. Prince Edward Island's flag is a stretched-out version of the provincial coat of arms. The lion and the big tree represent Mother England, while the three little trees represent the island's historic three counties. Next, we have the flag of Quebec. Always a hotbed of nationalistic sentiment, in 1948, Quebec became the first province in Canada to create its own distinctive flag. Like the maple leaf flag, it doesn't have any specific symbolism, but uses the fleur-de-lis and cross to evoke memories of the medieval banners of royal France. And now we have Saskatchewan. The flag is designed as part of a province-wide contest in 1969. The Saskatchewan flag displays a stylized depiction of the prairie province flat landscape with the provincial crest in the top left corner and the provincial flower, the red lily, on the right. Then we have the territorial flags. We have the Northwest Territories flag. It's very similar to the Yukon flag. The Northwest Territories flag features the Northwest Territories crest between two blue bars representing the territory's rivers, lakes, and oceans. The crest itself features a white fox, a traditional animal of northern Canada. And now we have Nunavut. So a field party purple, it has a yellow and white color with a red Inukshuk charge in the center and a blue star in the upper fly. Now the flag of Yukon. It's another contest winner. The Yukon flag has the territorial coat of arms surrounded by a green bar representing forests and a blue bar representing rivers and lakes. So that's about all the flags of the provinces of Canada and its territories. Okay, so make sure you memorize all the names of the different provinces and the territories. And now let's proceed on how to display the national flag with two other flags. So you might be wondering why we need to understand how to display this. Well, the protocol of displaying the flag, the national flag, properly is to demonstrate the utmost respect that we should have for the flag that recognizes you and identifies you as a citizen of Canada. Okay? So, during a camporee, the national flag should be at the center. When facing the flag, the second rank should be in the left and the third rank on the right. The Canadian flag should be at the center, the provincial on the left, and the Pathfinder flag on the right. So I'm sure many of you likes to raise the flag when we go join a camporee in the morning, and then in the evening you get to join on lowering the flag. So you will find out when you see the positioning of the different flags. When you go to camporee, watch out and make sure that you know where the Canadian flag should be placed. Now, when you have a Pathfinder Day or whatever celebration you have as Pathfinders, so if you are celebrating at the worship hall or auditorium, Canadian flag should be on the left of the audience or on the right of the speaker. If you put your flag on the floor, then the Canadian flag should be on the right of the audience. Now, alternatively, the flag may be displayed against the wall behind the speaker. Okay, now, how about in a parade? If it's a single file, Canadian flag should be on the lead. If it's in the rank, so each end of the rank. When there's only one flag, then the national flag should be at the center. When the numbers are odd, so like there are 3 flags. Now, when the number is even, the Canadian flag should be on the right end. Okay, so that's how we position the Canadian flag in different situations. The national flag should be treated and displayed with dignity. When raised or lowered, when carried in the parade or past a review, people present should face the flag. Men remove their hats, all should remain silent, and those in uniform salute the flag. The next activity when you have your own Pathfinder meeting is folding the flag. So this thing is better demonstrated to you personally or when you are doing your meeting on Zoom so that you will remember it better. Now, there is a verse in Matthew 22 verse 1 that says, "Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's." So what does this mean? This means that we have to give due respect to the government, to the authorities, as long as whatever the government is implementing does not make us disobey our Christian beliefs and our convictions. And so we should give honor to the government, to the Canadian flag, for what it represents.